We're gonna be talking about Mugen! We're gonna be talking about goth boys! Do you think that's funny, Zeno? Do you find it amusing that we'll be talking about minors could be pedophiles as well? Yes! And we're also gonna be talking about schizophrenia, false information, manipulation, IP logging, extremism, and threats! And we'll be definitely spending a lot of time talking about hypocrites!
Alright, after a very, very long day of editing, I'm finally done. Alright. Not gonna lie, I am kinda hungry, so let me go get something to eat. Right about now.
What the cat you doing?
Kitty. Extra toasty. What was that? Oh, what was there actually someone here? Hello? Did I seriously get Ding Dong ditched? Seriously? No way. Wait. Was this here? It's blacked out. Who put... There's duct tape on it. Seriously? It looks like it's in okay condition. Alright, I'll bring it upstairs. Let me put this away and then I'm gonna go get my food and come back down. What do I do with this? Do I actually plug it in, or... You know what? Yeah, hold up. Let me close out of this. Yeah, save the attention to my edit. You know what, you know what now. Alright, so let me plug this in. Wrong way. Huh. I wonder if anything changed. Well, that's nothing new. Oh god. No. I don't like that. Alright. Should I do it? Fuck it, let's do it.
Whoa! Okay, the multi teleporter is acting a bit weird today. I might have to check on that and... oh! Right, okay. I have to do this now. Alright. Hello everyone, it's me again. Sorry I've been gone for quite a while. That's because I've been doing 3 videos at once, which is not the smartest idea, but it helps with long-term stuff. But short-term, not really. But today is the long-awaited day, the Mugen Revamp. I bet someone is certainly quivering in their pants right about now. Okay, so now I'm going to... oh, fuck. Okay, so now I'm going to explain how this video is going to be structured and organized. So throughout the entire video, I'm going to bring back past mistakes and faults in the old video, and then I'm going to correct them at the appropriate topics. I will not go over past drama relating it to games, groups, and servers because it's pointless, it's irrelevant, and it'll make the video at least 3 times longer. While I'm on this topic, I do want to say that I am not going to delete the old video, but I'm going to unlist it because I don't want to really get rid of months of hard work and effort, so I decided to put it in my old videos archive when this video is published. Okay, so now that that's done, without further ado, let's get on with the long-awaited video. Enjoy.
There has to be something else than just this. My whole computer crashed for some reason, and it's not from this. I know that much. It has to be in a file somewhere. Where would that be, though? Could it be... Hold up. Possible. Yo, wait a minute. Wait. Oh, let's see it.
Ever since Roblox was first launched, the platform has always had its fair shares of exploiters and weird groups, but most of these people were either joked about or banned because they violated TOS. But the only time something serious that could have been hacking and was genuinely worrying would be the April 1st attacks, which I cannot tell if it's fake or not. That shit is a rabbit hole of its own. Okay. In the very early days of Roblox, Mugen had another meaning on the site. It was actually the name of a freeware 2D software game that you can play right now. But in late March of 2014, Mugen was about to get a new meaning on Roblox.
The earliest post Xena could find would be from March 20th to March 14th of 2014. The forums were filled with the discussion of a weird and creepy game that would crash the Roblox client and fill their recently played with games with models of these images from what could be found. The game was created by the first, at the time, only member of Mugen, Mugen 666666666666666. Out of all of the players who visited the game, around 50% took it as some joke or some cheap trick, and 40% took it into questionable consideration if the user was indeed a legit hacker, and the last 10% thought it was the end of Roblox. Around March 25th to April 1st of 2014, the account was banned for this.
Mugen666 soon quit, and a user named Alakazard, who was an exploiter and scripter at the time, soon continued the legacy of Mugen. The earliest that I could even find information mentioning Mugen the group was around 2015, which most likely means that Alakazard had started this around mid to late 2014.
Alexard would soon have 2 people helping him with this project. The user known as Vovchek created bot accounts to spread message on the forum, and the future owner, Guy from Boston. At this point, fake Mugen accounts did start to appear, but not nearly as much as what was soon going to happen. Some of these bot accounts were actually kind of funny and stupid. Well, most of them were stupid. Kinda hard to fake your way into being a Mugen member when you got the only members saying you're a bunch of bullshit.
Around 2015, the group got banned, but it wasn't the last of them. No. Far from it. This is where in 2017 the group just shows up again. Hold it! Alright, so this is where I'm going to correct something that I said in the last video. But first, let's rewind a bit to see what I just said. Okay, here should be good enough. Let's stop it. And nope, okay, that's too soon. Alright. How about now? Someone certainly quivering in their pants right about now. Nope, okay, again. And here.
Over some fucking furry bitch
Wrong
boy.
video. How did that even get in there? One last time. And play.
Who they are
There we
on
go. Alright.
Roblox.
Mugen was created in 2017. Ooh, I said that, huh? Low blow, huh? Alright, so basically what I meant by this was I was talking about the actual Roblox group themselves, but they have an even a newer group now, so that made this entire skin. Oh my god. The group did start to gain attention, but it was nothing really to brag about. However, 2016 and 2017 were pretty good years for Mugen because the game Vetushig popularized them with its unsettling thumbnail and its surreal atmosphere. For the people who are familiar with Mugen, you'll probably know all about Vetushig, but for the people who don't,
when first joining the game, you are instantly greeted with a surreal atmosphere and placed inside a large, square, open area. One of the first things you'll probably notice is the big-ass reflective ball moving at speeds that could break the sound barrier. And the second thing that you'll notice is a creepy stone ball sitting in the corner of the area on a pedestal. What you need to do is move the ball onto another stone pedestal without getting touched by the big-ass ball making sounds from a broken switch. Once getting the ball onto the stone plaque, the ball that has been having a seizure known as Israel will slow down and take damage. It will soon slowly follow you. Another pedestal will spawn, and once again, push the ball onto the stone. Once you do that, Israel vanishes forever. Once that's done, you and the ball soon break out of the team square. The Great Leap Forward. I'm keeping that in. After a while ball rolling, you'll soon end up at a temple, and once you make it to the top of the interior, you are met with a simple puzzle-like event to complete, and you are given a new outfit and a tool known as Rage. The purpose of Rage is to stop your stone ball from moving too far away from you, if you lose control of it. After that, you have a choice to make, either going left or right or whatever ending you want. Some interesting trivia. The creepy stone ball is just named Jezu. Got balls in your jaws. Don't ask. I got bored, okay?
the abstract horror project created more games like Notepad Santa Claus, Bloody Grasslands, and many more during this time, and some of those games had a few thousand visits. Things were looking up for the project. That is until the Myth Hunters discovered the horror project.
Okay, something in Cypher. More stuff in Cypher, okay. Fuck. I don't know what the fuck this is. Wait a minute, actually. Wait, hold up. Oh! Okay, I think I actually know this. Hold on. Okay, so, if I then go here, open this up, Caesar Cypher, if I'm correct. Yeah. Alright. Okay, so now if we put this in here, and then if we decrypt it, we get... Oh. Well, this is interesting.
2018 was the year everything started to get a little bit crazy. As early as January, popular content creators like Flamingo soon started to make videos about Mugen, either from the myth community or just by them finding it by pure chance. Viewers of these channels would go bombard their games.
You're online. Your fans are quite hard to deal with.
And this would bring them a lot more attention. That's nice, right? Well, kinda. Since they got a bunch of attention for them being creepy, the myth community soon caught on to this, and they started to join and play these games, and after a while they started to accuse Mugen as just another myth, and that's not what really Alcazar had in mind. Since the members had always disliked the idea of myth hunters and myths, the fact that they were being called one would kinda piss them off, not gonna lie, man. Bad move. So in retaliation, Alcazar did something that I don't think has ever been done before on Roblox, or at least as far as I've seen. He banned any and all players from several myth groups from playing and joining their games. Now, I have been told that the real reason was because of some beef between them, but I don't have really any evidence to support that. I'm not saying that it's a false statement, but it's a bit dubious. Another claim that I heard was that the group intended for a bit more mature audience instead of a younger one due to the YouTubers' fan bases, which actually makes sense. Now, at the time, you could just leave the myth groups that you were in and then play the games. But since most of those people were around the age of 11, I'm pretty sure they didn't really understand what they were being told. While Mugen was booming with popularity, other people also wanted to get on with the craze. So, mass production of bullying accounts were created. As stated before, bullying accounts did exist, but they weren't nearly as big. Wait. Do you hear that? I swear to God, it sounds like it's... Oh my God, of all people. Well,
Yo, I just went to the back of
I gotta go
Applebee's
now.
and found a dead body in the bathroom. I might as well commit necrophilia, yeah. Not sure why I ended up here, but I did.
These fake accounts usually wore full black clothes with garbled up English. Their accessories would consist of marching band hats and the sailor hats. Most accounts wore free shitty hats because they were around the age of 8 and couldn't get 70 Robux for their fake account. Some people would actually pay up some good money to buy these hats and just become an imposter. They would create poorly made games consisting of free models and free scripts with a few expectations with stolen asset leaks of Mugen. Some accounts were actually dedicated into leaking assets from Mugen's games. Even one website just jokes about it and says to type bogs in their assets, just for fun.
wait, what? It's gone? Oh, wait, what? Oh, man. Wait. That's amazing. It's also here. Let's go.
I wonder what kind of genius came up with this. I wonder. The exact method of obtaining these assets is unknown, but it was most likely using exploits and explorer scripts like DarkDex in around 2018. You could still look into people's inventories, so that was a method to finding Mugen decals, audios, and models. Usually you could just download decals and audios by putting the audio's ID in a sound part in Studio, but now all of their accounts' inventories are private, so you can no longer view them. For the few people who decided to make fan groups in games, they actually did decently, well in popularity at times, and even partnered with Mugen. Some of these fan games were actually made really well, while others were...
But after all these events, Alcazar decided to quit, and ownership was soon handed down to the one and only guy from Boston. But the rabbit hole does not end there. After 2018, fans and supporters would soon create spin-off games and groups that would gain plenty of attention and visits, and it would also bring new players to Mugen based off their horror. One example of this in 2019 was Cheese Bread. It was a Vetushi inspired game that honestly did kind of okay for itself, and it had the same unsettling feel like it did in Vestushig.
Cheesebread was a well-liked spin-off of Vestushig and had an unsettling feel like the original did. Upon entering the game, you are put into a vast and empty void with a white-ass template, and inside is an ominous sphere that charges towards you. Japanese text appears, which roughly translates to "Leave me alone." You can enter the Tiananmen Square with a very similar objective to Vestushig's. Push the black marble onto the pedestals. Yes, there are more than one in this game. Once you completed the fourth one, the ball he summoned to the center of the area, and some creepy weird shit begins to occur, and the black sphere soon turns into a ball that will charge at you with enormous speed. When touched, this will lead to your game being crashed. End of the story. Well, for that ending, some people don't know, but if you carefully do the right steps, you can break out and explore the game's world and choose your game's ending.
Fun fact, I actually used this game as footage for the Brand Empire promotion music video back in 2019 for the group. Many other Mugen-inspired games are out there and are doing well, but I chose Cheesebread because I really like the game, and it's fun. Lots of groups and games are either involved with or just inspired by Mugen that have rabbit holes of themselves, but I'm not going to explain them all because that'll take like 3 hours, and there's no way that I'm going to make this video that long. But I do encourage you on your own time to research if you want. It's completely your choice. And now to continue the story. Since Alcazar stepped down from being the owner of Mugen, Boston soon took charge of the group. Now, Guy from Boston had always been a member of Mugen for a very long time, and he's gained quite a bit of popularity throughout his duration of being a member. And Roblox players recognize him for that. The group has stayed mostly the same since Alcazar quit, with a few exceptions of new games being created. Group allies soon continued to be created, and supporting fan games were pretty common. Mugen has been doing just as good, if not even better, for their abstract group in popularity and in reputation. The fans are still supporting the project with a wonderful reputation on the outside, but on the inside, that's a different story since it's changed throughout time. From a huge fan base to a smaller portion of that, a decent chunk of the mature fan base soon quit. And that's kind of strange considering that that's what they were trying to really go for. Now, a community who wants a mature audience and fan base, and then they quit. Now, why is that? Maybe you could say the owner is a paranoid little bitch. Well, you could say that the owner's behavior is a bit different compared to the former owners. The percent of the community who either quit or left was almost always because of one thing: drama. Now, this is very important because this would lead to high toxicity in the group. You can sometimes expect DDoSing, threats, and a bunch more from, well, all of these people. But where did all that toxicity come from? You see, when a community starts to act a certain way, it's usually because of the rules or the way a certain someone higher up acts. And in this case, the owner himself. Oh, we're going to get into it now. I can't wait! From the earliest posts that I could find of Boston even being in Mugen via the Roblox forums, he's always been a bit toxic and kind of overly aggressive to the players. So if you try to really message him, you'll kind of get a passive aggressive response. And if you say the wrong things or take him off, he'll be straight up toxic to you. The members and supporters of Mugen are also a big cause of the reputation, because they usually do what I like to call Boston's dirty work. This could range from mass reporting to IP grabbing. So already not that good of a start, huh? While we're on the topic of IP grabbing, they threatened to leak Flamingo's old home address for some reason. I'm not really sure why they would do this, but overall that's a low thing to really try and do. Boston's henchmen his henchmen, yeah, man. His henchmen, basically, they turned a myth's game. At the time, his name was Alone Traveler. I made a video about him once because he actually seemed somewhat interesting. They turned his game into, well, there's no real easy way to put it, but they turned his game into a Nazi sex game. So, not cool, man. Not cool. I'm sure that there was a very good reason on why they would do this, huh? Right? Right? Come on now. The real reason on why they would do this is because Boston is kind of an authoritarian. If you see something that he doesn't like, or that's against TOS, understandably, of course, because it's against TOS, but like, he will try his absolute hardest to take it down, and this would lead to groups and accounts being shut down and terminated. I can respect Boston's will to spread awareness about people and things that are breaking TOS, and that's understandable, but it gets to the point where you start to become a hypocrite yourself, and you're the one that's breaking TOS at the exact same time. That's where you start to look like an idiot. Let's talk about that, shall we? He's told his peons to basically go and bypass the security check on Roblox for entering accounts to basically try and terminate certain accounts. And in this case, it was an account called Mugen Leaks. The name is kind of self-explanatory, but guys, wait. He didn't do it, so it's not on him because he's not going to be in trouble. But wait, what if he did do it? Because right here, he openly admitted that he went into someone's account via password guessing and he got it terminated. Oh yeah. Ooh, not a good look. And I'm sure that some of you are a bit skeptical of this, and I would be too. But it's when you openly admit to it on Twitter, and one of the people who used to go and terminate accounts for you, and he comes and tells me this stuff, it makes you look like a complete idiot. That's right. I got this information straight from the source. Thanks, Zoya. I greatly appreciate it. He's honestly quite a nice guy. Just don't push him over the edge. He might pull a Marvin Heemeyer. Now, on the positive side of things, with Mugen's desire to spread awareness and information about people who are breaking terms of service, he does a pretty good job of exposing pedophiles like Kazdam, which I'm sure that we all know is a huge idiot at this point, and his career is probably shattered. But here's the issue. Since Kazdam was a major influence in the myth community, Boston's message to spread this was a little questionable, and it's definitely against TOS. Here, I'll show you. Now that, my friends, is the definition of not a good look. And for someone that is against pedophilia, it's a bit worrying to see these messages. Now, I know that these are a bit far-fetched to be called evidence accusing him of being a pedophile, which I understand that he's probably not, but from these screenshots, although they were taken out of context, I have been told by many people that he is a bit much on his interests, which, if you couldn't tell, is goth boys, so, yeah. If you look at the dates, it's a bit worrying, I have to admit, but again, this is just complete speculation, but I did want to bring this up a bit, but I'm not gonna say that he's a pedophile, not until I know that there is 100% evidence. Okay, back on topic. Like I said before, he's always come off as the passive-aggressive type, and he's very extreme, to the point where he could be called an extremist, which, if you don't know, that's against Discord TOS, and this falls into it. So Boston, again, you're breaking TOS without even realizing it. Even in my conversations with him, he's very passive aggressive in a way. It's hard to explain it, but if I show you, you'll know that type of guy. So let's rewind a bit, a few months back, almost half a year now probably, to when I first uploaded that video. I got a DM from Boston saying, "Buddy, I didn't IP log anyone. What type of crap are you saying to me? Wide eyes." And then after that, I talked to him for a while, and then we started to talk about Bread Empire, which I'm not going to go into. But he always kept on talking about his own personal issues with stuff, and I didn't need to know that. So, of course, when I ask for screenshots, he doesn't provide anything. A bit suspicious, yeah? Water. But, when I confronted him about it, he basically said, "Whoa, buddy, what are you talking about? I gave you all the information that you needed. You wouldn't let me finish one sentence because you kept on asking 5 questions every single time," which is not true, by the way. Again, he's being over the top extreme. Oh yeah, and by the way, you have a problem speaking. I don't know if you know that. I don't know if anyone else knows that, but I can tell. It's like, okay, I know that I have a permanent stutter. You don't have to point that out to me. For the people who don't know, I do have a permanent speech impediment. It sucks, but I'm not sure why he would point that out in the first place. It's irrelevant. So that's my my conversation with the man himself. Or at least I thought it would be the end of it, because one day he just appeared in my comment section and thus brought this. So 3 months ago from when I took these screenshots, Boston randomly went into my my comments and said that I did not care about my my video. I had no motivation, and he was just trying to say a bunch of claims about me. So I just said, "Dude, just please be patient." And when I said that, he says this to me. Now this kind of threw me off a bit, because it did kind of get me mad, because he was basically pulling a bunch of satire about me, which I don't want, especially from someone like him. Then here is where he says a few unreasonable things, but overall I just stopped talking to him because I knew that it'd overall be a waste of my time. So that was the amount of that. Until 1 month ago, when from these screenshots he left a comment saying about an IP logging, which I personally had no clue what he was talking about at the time, and I had no clue. And even now I don't fully understand, because his sentence was absolute garbage. So I thought that at the time he was talking about me trying to IP log him, so I said that to him. But now I think I might know, I think he's talking about the claim I made about him, but after I said that, he says that I have bad communication and stuff, so at this point I'm starting to get a bit tired of him, so I say, nah bro, what do you mean? I say some stuff about how he could explain things a bit more clearly instead of saying stuff kind of like this. And then he sends me this wall of text. Okay, what am I supposed to make out of that? The fact that you are hella toxic? I'm a bit confused here. At this point, I was having a field day on that message, so at this point, I just said, could you please stop talking to me? And I pulled a Boston, and I said, have fun with your baby rage, and then I said, blocked. I wonder if he actually thought that I actually blocked him, cause I didn't actually. I only say that as a joke. The things that I showed you were pretty retarded, right? Well, let's say there was something even more retarded than that. When Messi Sheik was first starting to get popular, around 2017, 2018, and 2019, there was a Game Pass that was called Vovcheck something else. I don't have the time to check, but I'll edit it in. People were always trying to figure out who would pay for it.
Invest to Sheik is that the game actually has a Game Pass for some reason. The title of the Game Pass is Yet Another Cipher, which, when translated with a key of 9, becomes an excellent breakdown. It's currently unknown if this pass actually changes anything within the game itself, so if anybody wants to shell out 421 Robux on this, go ahead I guess, because nobody has bought it yet as far as I know.
And lo and behold, some Chad actually bought the Game Pass.
And here is the clip you guys have actually been waiting for, me buying the friggin' Game Pass. I'm officially going to be buying this. And I bought this Game Pass. And lost all of the money that I spent.
And what that Game Pass did was, it flashed a whole bunch of text at the top of the screen saying a bunch of messages in cipher, which if you were to decode it, it says this. Okay, what the f***? In the great words of iDubbbz.
That's fucking retarded.
Amen. Yo, on God, props to this dude who actually paid $4 to $5 just for that. Your sacrifice was for a great cause. Hold up. Okay, I know that I keep on doing these, but this one is very important because in the middle of making this, at this point, Boston out of nowhere sent me a friend request and he wanted to talk to me about Zoyagra. So we did, and over time, they started to talk as well, and a bunch of stuff happens. Boston was able to clear up a bunch of stuff and actually took out some stuff that I said in this video. So the rest of it is what was originally planned and that I think is still valid to have. So sorry, I know I keep on making these and I'm sorry about that. This next part is a bit more personal to me. So, in the duration of me making this video, Boston contacted Nobie and basically said if I did not take down that video, he would search me and all of my friends' inventories for anything that is against TOS to get us banned. To me, that's kind of hard to see because those people are my friends and I care about them quite a lot and I don't want them having their accounts banned over something that I did or I made just because someone was mad about it. Now the reason why you being mad, yes, that is the valid reason, but you attacking innocent people? Nah man, nah, I cannot, I just can't. So yeah, that's a bit fucked up, yeah?
Alright, well this is oddly strange. I don't know what the... Wait, what the hell? Did that just... When did that happen? Hold up, can I bring... Okay. Can I bring this up onto here? I can. Alright. Okay, let's see what this has to offer. got corrupted, dude. The hell? Man, fuck this.
I wanted to see what other former Mugen members, allies, or just people involved with it thought about the group and its current owner. I was able to get 2 people, but I tried to get 5, sorry. Most of them just didn't respond back to me. But, must continue since I'm this close to being done with the video, literally after half a year of doing work. The first person who is going to be interviewed is going to stay anonymous. I thought of writing down a bunch of questions that I would ask a bunch of people the same thing. So my first question was, how did you get into Mugen? And they said. I then asked, how did he meet Boston? So he replied with, the rest of the video was basically about old stuff about Bread Empire again. And that was about it for that. I was going to get in touch with him again, but I never got back to him, and I also heard that he switched sides about this whole Mugen thing as well, so yeah, a shame. Okay. Wait, what the hell is that? Oh, don't tell me it's... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. It's Zoya, let's go. So, the first question I asked Zoya was, how did you get into Mugen? And he said... My second question was how he engaged with the community, and he answered... Since I already knew that he knew a lot about Boxton, I asked how did he meet him and what were his experiences. His replies were... The next few following questions were about his interactions with Boston and the community. After that, I wanted to see why he left, so I asked, and then he told me. For my fifth question, I asked Zoya, what do you think the future has for this group? And for his last final reply, he stated... And then him and Nobie spammed the whole chat with a bunch of crash gifts and trolled me the whole time. Thanks, guys! After this, I reflected on the abstract horror project and wondered what the future had in store for Mugen. Will this video affect the group? Will Mugen continue to thrive with its following or not? So many questions, but in the end, Mugen is still doing what they've been doing since the beginning at its core. Thank you so much for watching this video. I sincerely hope that you enjoyed. This was months of effort and work put into a video that is short as possible because this rabbit hole can go on for like a whole 3 hours. I'm not even joking. Other than that, I think it's time to wrap things up. So, it's finally time to end the story.
There is too much weird shit happening right now, I swear. Fuck both of that. Fuck you. Oh, hi there. I love you. Alright. You are one hell of a weird thing to have. Be gone!